that we could have never expected in this transition era, maybe. But now reports are coming out about the type of teammate that Jordan Love is. And if you remember preseason, all the boys were coming out saying they loved him.
Yep.
And they didn't have to say that. And we talked about that. Like, these guys are supporting Jordan Love openly. They know he's been through it. Now there's reports every single Monday he has the whole offense over. Mm-hmm. They watch some film. They have some camaraderie. Ooh. I assume they eat some food. Mm-hmm. Who knows what the food selection is, if a nutritionist is involved and it's terrible, or if the boys are involved and it tastes delicious and they're having a nice Monday night. He also invites the defense to stop over.
Wow.
This guy's having family parties pretty much every single week at his house. Mm-hmm. This is what I want to hear from quarterbacks. This is old school. This is awesome. I love Jordan Love and how he's handled all this, AJ.
Yeah, think of the situation, though, that Jordan Love is stepping into. We know. We were here live when he got drafted. Like, I think you even said in the moment, hey, it's not Jordan Love's fault. You know, this is going to be whatever happens. Like, yeah, they picked him. He has to go there. Boom, here we go. But the fact that he stepped in now with all of the off-season drama, everything, Aaron going to the Jets, even like the roller coaster their season has been, the fact that he's been able to stick with it, now he's playing his best football at the end of the season, it's been impressive to watch, and not an easy situation, too. And he's not like he stepped into a lineup that had a bunch of like household names out there on the outside to throw to and a bunch of weapons. Now these guys are proven to be really good players, but we weren't really sure of that until Jordan Love kind of stepped in.
Yeah, I openly asked if we know if Gutekunst is a good GM or not. You know, because obviously a team went to the NFC Championship, instead of trying to get a piece to maybe win a Super Bowl the next year, they thought about the future. They had Aaron Rodgers. They trade up to draft Jordan Love. They had Aaron Jones, who's still a very good running back. They draft A.J. Dillon. It's like, well, you're preparing for the future as opposed to trying to win right now, which as a player, I'm thinking, let's go get a Super Bowl, especially as somebody that's friends with Aaron Rodgers. What are we trying to do? Now it's all paying off. Here we are a few years later. And I'm not saying Gutekunst and what I said about him was completely wrong, but it was. Me questioning it, I think, was due at the time, because I don't know what all has been proven by him. But this team, young, making a run, mentally tough. I think LaFleur's doing a great job with Jordan Love as well. It just all hinges on the defense now, which I don't think any of us were thinking about bringing up in the conversation at the beginning of this whole transition era.
Yeah, but I think part of it, too, is like you kind of – like, it was fool's gold, because we've heard that about the defense. Like, Packers fans have heard that about the defense for the last several years. Is like, hey, they're going to be much better than people expected. And, you know, it is what it is. Like, obviously this year they needed to be better because Jordan Love was a rookie. But that's the biggest takeaway from the season. Like, it was always, hey, is Jordan Love going to be the guy moving forward? They kind of did all the stuff with his contract where it's like he was going to get more money up front this year, but then he was basically playing for his job this year on whether or not he's been the guy. And I think it's very clear. I mean, again, he's not going to make the Pro Bowl. He's not going to be on any of these all-pro lists or anything like that. But I think if you look, I mean, the stats bear it out. Like, him over the last 7 weeks, he's been like a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. And you can very firmly say, like, hey, he is the guy for the future.
What do we have this weekend?
You got the Bears, at home, win and you get in. So
huge.
Absolutely.
Wow. Huge.
And we were talking earlier in the first hour about like teams playing spoiler and stuff like that. Like, that's why it's a very interesting situation, not only because of the rivalry, but like the Bears are kind of still in that situation where it's like they don't fully know if Justin Fields is the guy for the next year.
Eberflus.
Exactly. Like, all those guys are kind of still coaching for their future or playing for their future. So like,
and hot.
Yeah, exactly. And they're they've been one of the best teams in the NFL over the last like 5 weeks. So like it is kind of like a perfect storm where if you're a Packers fan 3 months ago or 2 months ago looking ahead to week 18, like, this is all you could ask for. I'm incredibly pumped for Sunday.
That's how the Colts fans feel as well. And we haven't got a chance to see if Anthony Richardson is going to be a guy for an entire season for our future. But you're seeing Jordan Love being a guy on the field. I like hearing this off the field stuff.
Yeah.
Like, him hosting the party is a massive ordeal.
I was going to ask, so like, obviously we talk about quarterbacks sitting and learning versus going in the first year. And does it help that he's been there for years and years and years and knows the team and is actually now older than a lot of the players on the offense that he's having over every week versus like, if you're a rookie and you come in, is it awkward or can you do this as a rookie quarterback having all these players over at your house every week?
It's so weird, that rookie quarterback thing. I watch Andrew Luck try to navigate that entire thing because I go from Peyton Manning's quarterback of team, so he's running team.
Yeah, essentially
he runs.
Player, coach, GM, owner, all at the same
President.
time.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he runs team.
Trainer.
Sheriff.
Hey, they built a golf course out around the facility. No, they didn't. We're not playing on that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Why is that?
Well, because we had a locker room that was from 1924. And then we just built a $3 million golf course right outside of the building. So I think there was a little bit of,
Is it a public course, like a random people playing there?
No, but they do a bunch of like foundation stuff, like First Tee. First Tee's there, I think, a lot throughout the year. Like Jim Irsay had this vision because how much he loves golf, alongside Pete Dye, to make this course to hopefully make golf better and the world better and everything. But a lot of people in the locker room were like, buddy, we're sitting on metal seats in here.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like, is there any? We have a high school locker room right now. We have one cold tub. We have one hot tub, and it's just like a little steel one. Like, we're spending. So there was a decision made quickly, like, nobody steps foot on that golf course. Okay, we are not doing this at all. So then we get a letter the next day that's like, this is why the golf course was created, to help children. Like, it was it's like, that's who Peyton was. Like, not only is it like practice, we're redoing it. Yeah, we are. Weight room, hey, we need to pick it up a little bit. We need to dial it back a little bit. Hey, what's curfew Super Bowl week? Well, we're thinking about it. No, we're doing this. It's like, that is what it was. And it made sense because, like, yeah, that's how this goes. Everybody in the building knew it too. It's like, we are riding the Peyton Manning train right now. And as soon as it goes off the tracks, we're all done. Like, everybody pretty much knew that in the building. So then we transition period, and now we have Andrew Luck come in there, and it's like, we're just coming off the winningest decade in NFL history. I got a chance to see it, like Super Bowl conversation every year. And then it was done in a much different way whenever Andrew got there, because Andrew, super nice guy, like the nicest guy of all time, who happens to be like the best athletically built human to be a quarterback with the biggest brain. Like, he was the prototype, super good human though too. So whenever you're dropped in at the quarterback position, you become the CEO of that football team, whether you like it or not. And it's like the way Peyton handled it versus how Andrew had to handle it as a young guy who showed up late during OTAs because he had to get his architectural engineering degree from Stanford. And then when he showed up and he knew all the plays, it's like, it's not easy as a rookie to look at a 30-year-old and say like, hey, need you. Right? Like, we're not doing that. Mm-hmm. But that
is a little more out of you, bud. Need more out of you, pal. And you haven't even played a game yet. Like, you're in your first training camp, but you're the starting quarterback of the squad. Yeah, it's tough. But don't you think, no matter what you do, if you're a quarterback and say you walk into a vet-led team or whatever, and you're supposed to be the savior, I would say just whatever. Don't worry about stepping on toes. Don't worry about anything. Just show the guys you care. If they know you care, you could be as corny, as cheesy. You could be whatever you want. If they know that you care and you want to win, yeah, bring them. Invite them over, tell them, hey, come on, let's do everything we possibly can to win. And I think the teammates will respect that. It takes more than a day or a week, I think, to earn that respect. But if they say, like, yeah, this guy, whatever, I don't know what he's like. Yeah, he might be corny or funny or whatever. I'm just making, like, for an example, if you care and you want to win, I think everybody on that team will respect you.
And if you're consistent, I think if you're like the same person, everybody will understand. Like, if you're the same person every single day, I think everybody naturally is going to respect you no matter who you are, what position you are. But it's quarterback position for sure. Now, you think about times like Brock Purdy, where he can't even afford to have a boy.
Yeah.
Right.
It's tougher over there.
Could you imagine bringing the whole team over to his 2-bedroom apartment?
Yeah.
All right, boys, shuffle in.
Yeah.
We got some plastic chairs in the back there. How many of the defense is showing? Not a lot, right? Not a lot.
I hope not.
All right, thank God. They'll sit in the hallway, I guess. We'll
Trent
pass
Williams.
the thing around.
Get Chipotle. Get the big Chipotle catering deal. They bring the big, the big containers, and you put the little fire underneath. You can run 50 guys through there.
Yeah, and you look like you're a professional as well, which is part of it. But everybody knows that the team's only going to go as you go, though. So, like, I think that's the one thing that rookie quarterbacks have to understand whenever they come into the league. It's like everybody in here knows that we're only going however you go. So we are going to follow your lead regardless. You just need to know that, and you need to be an adult much sooner than everybody else if you want to have success early. I think C.J. Stroud's handled it very well. C.J. talked about that. I think we've even chatted and asked him about, like, hey, you're a rookie, but you're the leader of a team. And he said, I just try to go to work, do my thing, I don't want to say, like, earn it, but really that's what you have to do. And I think CJ's done that. I think others potentially have not. I think we witness it. I think we watch it happen. It's not an easy task to just get dropped in there amongst 35-year-olds and you're 21, 22 years old, and it's like, hey, this is your team now. But you got to be able to handle it. That's part of being an NFL quarterback. Speaking of being in the NFL, Jaire Alexander.
Man.
He's back.
Is he, though? Is he?
Relationship is better than ever.
Is he back?
He was suspended a week after he elected himself captain and then also elected to speak at the coin toss.
He was from there.
Won the toss.
Won the coin toss, gets forgotten about in this entire conversation, and then almost completely messed it up, because he wasn't at the pre-meeting for the captains before they walked out there.
Sure.
Just a formality, a couple things that are absurd, but it is a very real situation. He gets asked about it afterwards. Did you elect yourself captain? Coach just forgot. Coach forgot to tell me I was captain. The guys had my back. Okay? What happened with the whole we want defense, not the first situation? I just said I want defense on field.
Very simple.
They're
to
all
me.
laughing at me. I don't know what everybody was laughing about. And they're like, well, we heard you the entire. Oh, you heard me? Okay. What did I say?
Yeah.
So then he gets suspended. He had sweet glasses on. We think it's one of the greatest interviews of all time. We become big fans of Jaire Alexander. Happy's not on our team, but big fan of Jaire Alexander as a whole. Now he is speaking again about the whole situation and what he has learned. Now that he's back for a playoff game, and he's one of their best players on the entire roster, here he is chit-chatting about what he learned.
Oh, no. My interviews might be a little more serious. But other than that, no.
Come on. You got to be kidding me.
All time.
Just his delivery.
The best.
Down.
Back. What do you mean?
He
He's
takes
back.
a comedic pause. My interviews might be a little more
That's how he looked at him.
serious. I love Jaire.
All
Me
time.
too.
I want a Jaire jersey.
Yes.
How pumped are you that he's back for this mega game against the Bears?
Oh yeah, I mean,
He's got a pick, right? Guaranteed pick
Yeah.
coming from Jaire Alexander.
I would think so with how good DJ Moore's
Let
been
us see him.
playing.
Put him out there. We need to win the coin
He
toss.
better be.
Absolutely. But it's interesting, too, because last week when he got suspended, there was like a lot of talk of like, hey, the Packers need to figure out like if he's even going to be on the team next year. He's got an $8 million roster bonus due. Like, and they kind of made it seem like there's been a bunch of other issues, and this was kind of like the boiling point, which you didn't really hear much of that from the media. He's been hurt a lot of this year. He hasn't really played. But yeah, I mean, this is like he needs to be on the field and he needs to be, following DJ Moore. And yeah, I expect him to have a huge game on Sunday.
Hey, Jaire's loved in that locker room, I assume. AJ.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, I think he is. He
Guys
seems
got
to be
my
very authentic, doesn't he? Very authentic. He seems pretty consistent too with everything that we have at least seen.
Connor, what's your deal? Why are you so angry? He's
I'm
back.
I'm pissed because I want Jaire being Jaire. Sure, he's back.
He just trolled them about not being a troll.
Oh, well, where are the sunglasses? Where,
Well, you want to see him eyes. Look at these eyes.
where's the jovialness that we have seen?
Run
from
that interview
Jaire?
again. You didn't see it in there?
No, I didn't see it in there. No, I didn't.
All right, just put the Vipers on his head then and
Okay.
watch us and hear and listen.
Oh, no. My interviews might be a little more
Dude, shirt.
serious.
So UFO.
But other than that, no.
If he had sunglasses on, he wouldn't have been able to do the look to the side gimmick.
Yep.
I agree, but he still could have turned his head, and it's not about the look to the side, and it's not about what he said, because obviously, no matter what it is, it's incredible. It's about what he does after he says that. If you want to run it one more time here, if you look at him after he does the serious, and then when he looks back, he's looking down. He's bummed. He wants to say something.
He's not bummed out.
He's bummed out.
That was his punchline.
No,
He's
no.
done.
He's
This
thinking about
interview is
studying
over.
all
think
of
that's
these.
his only punch. He's
Let me
got
hear it.
15
Let me hear it.
punchlines.
Let's run it.
Oh, no. My interviews might be a little more
Right after this.
serious.
Look down. Bummed.
But other than that, no.
No.
See, he's bummed.
Next
See,
question.
right there. Boom. Boom. You saw it at the
No,
end.
that bit was over.
No,
Yeah,
you saw it at the end.
That bit's over.
If you
Yep.
think he only has one punchline, we know that's not true. He's
No,
got,
that was for that.
Yeah,
That
next
bit,
question,
That
next
bit was
bit.
over.
He's got 18. He could have kept going. You think they just asked? You think they asked him 5 questions in that interview that he did before he got suspended? No, they asked him 1 question, and then Jaire was Jaire, and he just took it to another level.
You need to not just automatically think that we've lost the greatness that is Jaire Alexander in front of microphones.
We haven't lost it whatsoever.
You just said we lost
The
it.
Packers have cut him down at the
No.
knees. Yeah, they have
No,
cut him down.
no.
Losing something is something
Did
that
you
you
see
never
the
get
shirt,
back.
Connor? I thought you'd like his shirt. He had a UFO. It looked like on his shirt.
That was
I
for
figured
Miami.
right
That was
there
for
had-
Miami.
Was it?
Yeah.
Let me zoom in.
Yeah, allegedly there's 10-foot
Return.
aliens or 25-foot aliens roaming around Miami last night. Allegedly. Jeez.
Yeah. You said allegedly.
We didn't create the video that
But
was
it-
circling the internet.
Is it alleged though?
I would say no. I would say confirmed.
Everything, well, can't do that.
That's just me. That's just me.
Okay, let me
yeah,
ask,
but you can't.
let me
can't
ask
do
you
what
a
just
question.
did,
That-
especially the week that we're
the
having.
police were called there for teenagers fighting. When's the last time you've seen a group of teenagers fighting? Not one video comes out of that fight.
Yeah, or 200 cop cars are there for it.
Yeah.
These teenagers must have been.
Could have been a good scratch.
It must have been.
Yeah.
What if it was 50 on 50? We don't know.
Could have been.
That'd be
what I
sweet.
mean?
Sharks and the Jets.
Anyways, for those that don't know, on the internet, search it. 25-foot alien teen fight Miami.
Bingo.
Just like every other video we've ever seen, very blurry all of a sudden. Technology gets better, the video stays the same. I don't know how it continues to happen.